What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in. If you like what you see, check out the entire episode at patreon.com/partywithstrategy. Every single week is a bonus episode. That's 4 episodes a month for $5. In a time where everything's overpriced, we're bringing back the clearance rack, baby. Let's go, champ. We'll see you over there. Enjoy the preview. Welcome back to the Party with Strategy podcast. Something very offensive has happened. And this needs to be taken seriously and not lightly. And I don't feel that there's a single better person to address this issue than myself. Because I am a Jew. I was born a Jew. I live Jewly. And I will produce Jew babies. So let's just talk about it. You know, there was an incident on Saturday night at a nightclub that shall remain nameless. Well, it can't really remain nameless because part of the whole story is the company, the owner of the company is in fact Jewish himself. So let's just come out and say Barstool Philly there was an attack. There was an attack. Some people call it an attack, I think. And it was a verbal attack. It seemed to have been done in lighthearted fun. But what I don't think people understand is the seriousness of the situation. Someone went in there and they ordered alcohol. They ordered bottle service. And they wanted their sign that came out with the bottles to say, "Fuck the Jews." And apparently Kelly thought that was a great idea.
Fucking Kelly.
Kelly thought that was a fantastic idea. I don't know if she's Palestinian. I don't know if she's maybe German. We don't know much about Kelly, but what we do know is that Kelly decided to push this request through. And she made the sign. Well, I don't know that as fact, but somewhere Kelly was involved.
Throwing her right under the bus again.
So this sign comes out, the bottles come out, you know, and I saw the video, but it's blurry. It's hard to tell. It was a screen grab of a screen grab of a screen grab of an Android video. I don't know. But I feel like I saw like a bottle of Grey Goose or something, you know? First of all, you're not supposed to get a sign unless you're spending real money. And who doesn't have real money to spend other than a non-Jew? No, I'm kidding. But I kind of wish I was DJing when that happened, because if you're bringing out a sign that says "Fuck the Jews" with one bottle of vodka, potentially even comped, do we even know if the kid paid for it? I would have got on the mic. I would have said, "Yeah, it's pretty clear you don't have any Jews over there, you cheap, poor fucks." If you're going to order a sign that says "Fuck the Jews," at least do it with some money. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. So, all right, this happens. Sign goes out. Video goes up. The Jewish community gets a hold of it, and, you know, Stop Anti-Semitism, Twitter posts it, and now it's getting circulated. Gets back to the owner of Barstool, Dave Portnoy, who is also a Jew. And, you know, he released an emergency press conference video addressing the issue and talking about how mad he is. He said he was so hot that you could have cooked an egg on his forehead, which he did seem, you know, there was speculation that there was a bit of fake outrage, over the top and he wasn't actually that mad, but he was pretending because he felt like he had to be there. That wasn't my take, but that was a take that I heard from a friend. He did seem pretty upset about it, if we're being honest. So, you know, he addresses what happened. He says, I'm talking to everyone. I spoke to Kelly. That's how I even know her name. I spoke to the other girl who was involved. I spoke to management. We're pulling video. I spoke to the kids who were at the table. I spoke to the kid who was tagged in the video. It's this whole thing. You could watch it. You could see it. Get yourself caught up. And then he releases a second video saying, you know, okay, I've calmed down a bit, and here's what I'm going to do. He says, we're sending them to Auschwitz. I mean, he really channeled his inner Hitler. He said, send them to Auschwitz. Like, it was the craziest thing I've ever seen. He goes, yeah, these kids, they're doing bad things. I don't like them. They're bad people. Send them to Auschwitz, which is exactly what Hitler said. It was a crazy video to watch.
This is two very different meanings that he was trying to.
Well, I mean, you know, obviously he said it with the intent of send them there for an education. But if you would have talked to Hitler at the time, I think he probably would have argued the same thing. You know, I mean, not calling Dave Portnoy Hitler by any means. I'm just pointing out the similarities here and how absolutely hilarious it was that his punishment was to send him to Auschwitz. You know,
which at face value, you're just like, he wants to what?
Yeah, it's like Auschwitz was a place where Jews were sent as a punishment, and now today Auschwitz is a place where Jews are sending people for punishment. It's just come full circle. You have to at least be able to chuckle at the irony. Shouts to Long Drink for sponsoring the podcast. Absolutely the best cocktail you can get out there. That's exactly what it is. A cocktail in a can. It's not a seltzer. As you can tell, it's not one of those stupid, long, skinny cans that makes you look like an idiot stick when you're drinking it. This is good stuff. Anyone I give one of these to ask me what it is, where they can get it, and why they haven't had it before. I'm putting people on. You guys are next. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the program. Go to your local liquor store. Target's got them. Wherever you can. Grab a long drink today. Enjoy. Watch the pod. Let's get back to it. Thank you. I think it's a fucking dumb idea. I think that's stupid. I think that all he's doing is creating little TikTokers. You know, these kids, first of all, these kids buy a sign that says fuck the Jews and get a free paid trip to Europe. You know, I mean, is he putting them in a hostel at least? Where's he going to put them? Is he putting them in Auschwitz? Do they have some sort of, you know,
the experience?
Yeah, the experience portion, some sort of like ticketed ride where you can spend the night.
Oh my God. Yeah, are they being chaperoned? Like, what? How do you know they're going to go to it?
Yeah, I mean, you know, maybe at first idea it seems great, it's a good fun thought, we're gonna educate them, we're gonna show them what the real deal is. I don't even know. Who you're send them to Auschwitz. Like,
he said it multiple times too. He's like, we're sending them to Auschwitz.
He also said Germany, which Auschwitz is not in Germany. So I mean, this whole thing was botched from start to end. And I don't mean to bring this up to bring any more hate to the company or eyes or whatever, but I got to comment on it, because I feel it's my job in the nightlife space, and also it's my job as a Jew, and just, you know, it's hilarious too. I like funny things. Like, this hits all the marks. I mean, I can't wait to see what comes of it. I think that if he would have just roasted them, I mean, he even said in his videos, like, you know, I was mad at first, and my first thought was I want to ruin their lives. I want to take them down and make their families pay and blah, 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 blah. All the first things that come to mind when you feel hatred towards your people, which is valid. But then he cooled down a little bit and he said, you know, these are kids and they were drunk, and, you know, all more valid points. So yeah, I mean, you don't want to ruin their life, but at least roast him a little bit. You know, like, what do you just send him to Auschwitz? Like this guy's some sort of saint or do-gooder or like charity guy. Like what? Nobody needs an education from Dave Portnoy. We're looking for entertainment here.
Yeah, it seems like a very like high school type of punishment. Like you did something wrong, so they're gonna show you this movie about how like what you did was wrong and how you should change.
Exactly. Yeah, which is like, what are we really doing here? Prove to them that the Jews rule the world. Make it rain on just their house. You know, prove to them that we do control the weather, and make them feel it. I don't know. It just seems just like, what? Send them to Auschwitz? I mean, that is now my answer for anything. Anyone that pisses me off, I'm send them to Auschwitz. Yeah. We're taking Auschwitz back. What are we doing here? It's nuts, dude. But entertaining nonetheless. We'll see what happens. I will be following the story. I'll catch you guys up when I get new information. But yeah, I mean, I don't think that this should go on to affect the Barstool brand at all. You know, there's always going to be people that do dumb things, and there's really no way of preventing that, even if you send them to Auschwitz. So life is what it is. And let me just tell you, it feels good to be Jewish. Can I say that?
Well, I mean,
can I say that?
Well, all right. Battle raps cause I've shaken grown men to the point that they can't even face their own friends. That's why they rhyme about jewels, not life, cause the ice on which they skating is so thin. That's what I love about the human soul. It'll usually show when the truth ain't told.